So, if you've been around in the art sphere, or the animation cartoon side of things, you've definitely heard of Glitch Productions, the show behind Murder Drones, The Amazing Digital Circus, and today's new video topic, Knights of Guinevere, a show directed by and written by some of the same people who made The Owl House, alongside assisting the creation of Gravity Falls. Its pilot was released by the time of writing the script 2 days ago. After a long and anticipated wait, all the way back on January 17th, 2025, where we got our first teaser of the show and announcement. This is Glitch Productions' first 2D animated cartoon, and the hype was overwhelming, and longtime fans of both Glitch and Owl House were both excited to see what was to come. Hello, my name is Fantoy, a self-taught artist and writer. I have been a fan of Dana Terrace's work through how most people discovered her, through the Owl House. But I loved her art style and work after the show was cancelled. So when I saw that she was going to create a new show, one that was horror-like and more akin to the creepier side, which is no new topic in her art, by the way, I was beyond ecstatic. A day one stan, if you will, for Knights of Guinevere. So much so, it brought me back from the pits of hiatus hell. But enough stalling. Let's get into it. Knights of Guinevere is a gorgeous show. From the teaser to the trailer and to the pilot, the colors are stunning, absolutely gorgeous. In the scenes of Planet Park, its dreamy colors of pastels, blues, purples, whites, pinks, its starry and dreamy aesthetic makes it understandable how it became so large alone. The place looks so out of reach, which is purposeful considering from the bottom, the ones who are in more poverty and in more dirty browns, greens, grays, desaturated colors. Of course, there's still saturation there, but it's more down-to-earth colors. Even in the futuristic aesthetic, the show tells you a lot by simply allowing you to view it. The people who have made this clearly have passion, and you can almost taste it really, from how there's detail in everything. Hell, there's even a QR code that leads to a website, which, anyone who loves hidden and decode horror, this is your time. One of the nicest parts about the show that I've been having issues with in watching other shows, the protagonist isn't boring. Neither of them are. Both of them have enough spice to keep you intrigued and not rolling your eyes. Both feel like believable characters, really human, which is fantastic, considering that's kind of what we need here. It reminds me of how I felt watching the first season of Voltron for the first time. I'm also going to make a video about that cursed show. Eventually. Someday. Back to it though, the character designs of the show are perfectly crafted in a way they're all appeasing and fitting to their roles. I have notes on each, which will be going in order based on their first appearance. Olivia, the younger version, voiced by Lauren Kong, has a simple and cute design, a small puffy dress that does indicate a more rich background. The use of purple assists that, alongside the nice shoes and well-designed and detailed dress. Her hair is curly and white with purple streaks, which seem to be natural as she has them later on. Her design looks like a little princess with 2 horns. Could be assisting the fact that she looks like a little demon when she pulls on Gwen's literal insides like a rope. But a part that's interesting to me is that every shot of her eyes are hidden, like concealed by shadow, and there's barely any light in them. It feels like she's dead inside, hollow, and not even there. Definitely intentional, probably. As for adult Olivia, not elderly one, the muted colors are there as she's pulling the strings, but attention on her is not wanted clearly. Unlike her father, but we'll get to him later. Her outfit is actually really well done. Less glamorous and reminds me more of casual streetwear with a little sprinkle of techwear. Not much to say, since there's no more shots of her other than this one view. But as for older Olivia, voiced by Erin Nicole Lundquist, I'm so sorry if I butchered that. But anyways, the older version is less put together and more desperate. The purple still remain that royalty is still with her, but her entire life has clearly gone downhill. It appears she has no other family or anyone beyond these animal creatures now. She appears to be dying in some way. With these tubes connected to her, she's clearly on health support, and her obsession has made her life go downhill. Intentional and amazing. Flawless. Utter peak Guinevere cinema. Next up is the one and only Princess Guinevere, voiced by Eden Rigel? Firstly, the design is sweet and approachable, kind and glamorous. Frankly, hers is my favorite. The blues are meant to give a very soft and calming vibe like the sea. The princess outfit reminds you of those old-fashioned Disney princesses, yet at the same time, like an old, retro, futuristic alien princess aesthetic, with the star themes in her hair. Honestly, I'm the most excited for her, absolutely. I want to know so much more about her. The design hooks me and it's intentional. As a bonus, one of my favorite outfits of hers is the ballerina one here. It's awesome. Absolutely geeking out all over it. I'm biased, of course. Her more broken android form is also just amazing, and it's horrifying to look at, but it's still calming to see. In the artwork outside of the show, when she's sentient, such as these images on screen here, she's warming. Like, it feels like she's a survivor, another person of whatever she's went through and what we'll see. But don't get me wrong, she can be unsettling. It's like a blend of both. Like that scene where the robot was coming in and it was about to pummel them, she turns back to Andy and Frankie with this scary, unsettling smile on her face. I love it. No notes. Next is Orville Park, voiced by Abby from K-Pop Demon Hunters? Pro CD. Yeah, anyways, it appears the Parks family color theme is primarily purple. Since, well, that's the associated color of royalty, it makes sense. The difference between him and his daughter, however, is that he is more vibrant and more approachable with that calm smile of his. But his character makes it feel like there's something more sinister going on underneath the surface. Like that scene with Olivia where he was like, I hope this can make up for... I don't even have to say that scene. I imagine even though he's probably dead, he'll leave a ghastly presence over the show. I also notice he resembles Walt Disney in looks. Beyond the suit, they have the same looks to them. The slick back hair, the mustache, the more square-shaped face. It's intentional if that's what they're going for. I mean, his name is Orville. We don't see much of him, but he is the standard big rich corporate head. He's probably dead, but I am yearning for any background scenes with him. After those three, we finally have our main protagonists. Firstly, everyone's favorite, Frankie, voiced by Ayano Ayashi from Yandere Simulator? Holy moly, I wasn't expecting that. But I'm super happy to associate, Michaela Law with something far better than that seeping pile of dog water. But anyways, I love Frankie's design, a more down-to-earth and casual outfit with overalls, not only assisting the fact that she works multiple jobs, but is a passionate engineer at heart. She is adorable. I love the fact that she has a slightly chipped tooth, or was it like a part in her tooth? But anyways, she also has more muscles. Please, I am so tired of women in animation without them. I love Frankie. No notes, 10 out of 10, she's adorable, oh! And, of course, we can't forget Andy. I love that she has eye bags, and the green really fits her outfit wear, although I'm unsure if that's a uniform or just her outfit. I adore how she has moles. She also has a gray streak of hair, which is probably from stress. The detail is great. I love how she's more tall and lanky compared to Frankie. She looks and feels more like a tired person. Absolutely adore her. But I really wish we got to flesh her out, had more like we did with Frankie in the pilot. I know in the show we'll definitely see more from her, like her work and why she was fired. It also makes me wonder if she was the one with the blue blood. Finally, Sparky, voiced by Kaylee McKee. I like him. He's alright. Rugged and old, he has that mechanic and engineer look to him, more darker colors with the accented orange, pretty nice. Although I'm unsure one of his eyes is pitch black, he's definitely blind in that eye. It also could be an eye tattoo or, oh, I just checked the wiki. He is straight up missing an eye. I didn't realize that. This is like my live reaction to that. Ouch. I hope there's lore to that. That's really cool. Not that he lost it. Anyway, he has a suntan on him like Greg from Steven Universe, and now that I'm looking at it, it's likely that he is the one with the blue blood ailment because of whatever he's smoking has blue dots on it. He's the only character I have a critique with, and that's the voice is very gruff and rough, which is fitting, yes, but sometimes it's unfitting. It's hard to say when he talks, it feels like it's not his voice. But I don't know if anyone else gets what I mean, but if you do, please let me know in the comments, or if I'm just crazy, but he is kind of fine. So either way, he gets a pass from me, if you know what I mean. Now, with that done, here are some other things I noticed while watching, and details I absolutely love. When Guinevere is on the forefront and should be the one speaking, she's not. She's only really a puppet to these people. She's not sentient to them. She's not anything. She only speaks when she's not watched or spoken to. Not even in the video with her and Orville where she's introduced. She doesn't even say a word. No hello, hi, how are you, or anything. Nothing whatsoever, and I think that's scarily tragic. It shows that she's less of a person and more of a brand. And, well, since she's an android, I suppose it just comes with, being an android, but still. This show is so intriguing on a story level. There's so much potential here, and I'm very assured that Dana is equipped to go through with it. From the beginning, there's an interesting parallel that's made between Olivia and Guinevere from the start. If you had no prior knowledge of the trailers or maybe the teasers, you may have thought that Olivia was going to be the princess of the show, but it turns out that she's simply adding to the problem. We don't know much about her, but it could be that she's forced in this role just like Guinevere, maybe forced to do all this ever since a child, but that's also entirely possible that she's simply a sadist. When she's showed in the first scene, she's incredibly cold and oddly calculated for how she views Gwen. Her mother's not in the picture, but we do know that she has one by the painting on the wall in her room. It's odd to say what's fully going on with her, but I think she was pressured into it maybe, or perhaps groomed into this life. Her obsession with Gwen is definitely a byproduct of being the overseer of the park planet, but that's just a theory, and also a guess. But I'm not a psychologist or a therapist, so this is just me spitballing here. Also, this isn't me justifying anything that she's doing, by the way. She is completely, utterly cruel. From what we've seen of her and what we probably will see more of her, she's completely cruel. Not justifying it, just saying that is a theory. A fan toy theory. Anyways, moving back to our protagonist, I had a hard time telling if Sparky was the dad of Frankie or not, considering they have that dynamic, but I imagine it to probably be more of an adoptive fatherly bond. And as for Andy, I have no guesses on her from what I could assume. They may be orphans, the both of them, or distant to their families, because I don't recall seeing any photos of them or anything. Because there is a photo of the two together in their home, one like above the table. The world of Knights of Guinevere is one that's very interesting to me. A dystopian, futuristic, and rich world shining above up top, and a less than pleasant one down below, with the consequences of those on top falling on the bottom. It appears there is a sickness or some disease that is coming from the park with the blue blood, possibly caused by the blue smoke we saw. And if I have to guess, either Andy or Sparky have that disease that may kill them down the line if they find a curse otherwise. A mystery on each. Alongside, I really do like the fact that not everything is just explained to you. That's a massive issue in some show, and it's a breath of fresh air here. As everyone else, there's so many questions that just leave me intrigued. Is Guinevere a person or just AI? Is Orville dead? Probably considering Edge. But why does Olivia want her back so badly? It's all possible that these ideas could be fully fleshed out. There's only 6 main plotline characters that are given to us, and it gives us enough time to be intrigued and to actually digest the lore and plot that's going on. An issue I have with some other series is that they create far too many characters for us to digest. Stranger Things! But it's hard to get any depth with anyone. Here they have enough starting characters for us to get intrigued, and I just pray they don't overbloat it. The show rewards people that are paying attention, and it feels so good to have something explained through visuals, as if we're not dumb apes. Wednesday. I have full faith in Glitch and Dana to make this work, to lock in and cook up a whole buffet. Tell me, what are your opinions of Knights of Guinevere? Because you know mine. #1 glizzy gobbler of the show with no remorse. Anyways, for my next video, I may make one analyzing the art of the show, or other media videos, or art. Whatever comes to my fancy. And if you like that, please like and subscribe. It helps my ego. Ta-ta!